Well, at some point,
Okay.
okay,
Oh, yeah.
I had to click that off. At some point, I need to find out how to make sure that my new cell phone has been backed up. But before that, let me back up. Last night, and again, I am like falling asleep at 8:45, and just before I went to bed, I looked at my phone like one last time, and it said it was time for an update, and it's only going to give me 3 notices, and then it's just going to do it, I guess, when I don't want. So I said, oh, fine, let's go ahead and do that now. So it went ahead and did that, and then, it kind of turns itself off. It starts to come back, goes through the usual little cycle, and then the screen went blank, and it did it again, and then again, and then it was looking funny. So I said, you know what? I can't deal with this now. I can't. We're going to have tech time tomorrow. It's okay. So this morning I go to just, click it to turn it on, and that's not working. I pressed it a little harder. It's not working. It won't come on. So I said, okay, my experience with my last phone that died, I know how to power it on with the volume holding at the same time as the power button for up to 30 seconds. And it came back. And then it opened up and everything looked fine. And then it went blank again. Instead, like it goes to sleep. But a couple of minutes later, I went to turn it on and it said, nope, I had to do the hard turning on again. I don't know if I did that 2 times or 3 times. Everything seems to be working now. Oh, in between, when the screen came up, do you remember years ago those magic eye paintings? And you had to try to look through them and you'd see what the image was, where it's like many different colors, tiny little dots and things. That's what it looked like. It was bizarre. So that's when I, tried to shut it down and then turn it on. And after that, it was fine. Have you heard of any problems with the update, or is it just my phone acting wonky again, or what? You don't know, I'm sure, but
I have not heard of anything. Have you, Stephen?
That is totally bizarre behavior, especially after an update.
Par for the course for me in technology every time. Nobody's ever had this happen.
Have you plugged it in, like the charger at
Yeah.
all during all this?
Yeah. I
don't
want to charge too long. Usually in the morning, it doesn't take long. It was only down to like 84 or something. So anyway, finally, in between those things, I thought I better at least give it some power. And it came on for a bit, and it went from 84 to 81. And I said, well, that's not good. But I left it in after the last powering on, and the power came back. Everything seems to be working now.
Did you check did you check the battery? Like what like how long it's going to stay alive, or like the battery, like, the screen time, sometimes it will shut off after like an hour or 2.
Yeah, that was the other thing. This doesn't stay on very long. I have to keep, touching it to keep it alive. So I forget how to find that. I'm sure it's under settings.
But you have an Android, so I can't.
It should be under display. Settings display.
Yeah. I've got brightness, motion smoothness, font size, screen zoom, full apps, screen timeout. It's at 1 minute.
Yeah, you can adjust that.
2 minutes is kind of long, but I'll just turn it off when I don't want it, right?
I have mine at 3 just because.
I don't have that option. It goes from 2 to 5.
You people know everything. You know absolutely everything,
Not
Eddie,
everything.
what kind of phone is this?
Yes, I wouldn't win any money on Jeopardy.
Oh.
This is a Samsung Galaxy A32 5G. And it runs on it with TrackPhone. Oh, that was the other thing. I lost my little TrackPhone app that was on the old phone, and we transferred things. So I tried to find that and I didn't see it on my app lists. I mean, I can always look online when I want to check how much data or whatever are left.
Mhm.
Okay, so that's on 2 minutes now. But you wanted to something about battery? What did you say?
The display would be that. It would be under,
Oh, okay.
it was right.
I'm sorry.
It's good. My brain's not functioning quite right. I don't feel like I can speak well today.
Remember when we had, when I was saying that my phone, my PC came on by itself in the middle of the night and didn't go off? So
Yeah.
I went in and I did say sleep in 30 minutes, but just for the computer. I didn't say, what about the screen? So I noticed that it wasn't sleeping in 30 minutes. I purposely timed it. I left it and it just never went to sleep. So then I thought, okay, maybe the screen has to be. So I set the screen for 30 or 25 minutes or whatever. Sure enough, the screen went off at that time, but the computer was still active. You know, obviously you couldn't tell except if you looked at the CPU and you saw the light was still, it wasn't on the amber, it was on the other one. So I don't know what that's about. If it, you know, this before that, when I didn't have the screen go to sleep, but I had the, when I manually turn it to sleep, turn the computer to sleep when I want to get off instead of turning it off, the screen goes off too, and the computer goes to the amber standby thing. So
Mhm.
I don't know what that's about. I think I'm pretty close to a new laptop, new desktop anyway, because I'm not going to update to Windows 11. So when I can't use Windows 10 anymore, maybe I'll go to another thing, because I don't know why that's doing it. I just have to make sure that I turn it off at night now so it won't come on when I don't want it to.
This is your laptop or your desktop?
It's my desktop that's doing that.
And the
another-
amber, is it on the tower itself or is it on
Yeah.
the monitor? Or
No, on
both?
the tower, it's on the tower itself, it goes to amber when it's sleeping.
Okay.
And so when the screen, when I had the full set to go off in 20 minutes or whatever it was, because it was a test, the screen went off in 20 minutes, went to dark, and the tower was not amber, it was still white.
Hmm.
So who knows what that's all about. It's not a big thing because I can manage it. So there's the other thing with that is that it says that my well, first of all, it now said that my ad blocker has been updated. Well, I think I told you on my PC, the ad blocker doesn't seem to be working. It doesn't tell me how many ads it's blocked, and yet I'm not getting any ads. So, like there's no ads on any page, but it doesn't say it's blocked any. So I think, well, is that just a good thing? Do I need to know how many it's blocked?
If you click the extension, it might tell you if you see the stop sign or the whatever.
Right. It says 0 blocked on this page, 4,900 blocked all forever, and that number stays static. It doesn't change to anything else. But like I say, if I'm not seeing any ads on the page, do I want to mess with it?
I wouldn't worry.
It's one of those, if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of
Yeah.
things.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. I was worried because it didn't seem like it was blocking ads, and I'm saying, well, wait a minute, I don't see any ads though, so why am I worried?
Yeah.
And then they said they updated, and of course they wanted some money. And just when I turned the laptop tap on now, I got that. And so I'm anxious to see if it's gonna be blocking ads, because I didn't do anything with it. But anyway,
Yeah,
that's,
most are asking for a donation, so.
yeah. I was gonna do it and I thought, well, heck, it's not working maybe, so why should I do it? Maybe that's why it's not working, because I didn't.
Yeah, not enough people donate. Yeah, that's the ticket.
Oh,
Oh my. Too funny. Well, I'm glad it's working at least. For the
yeah.
moment. Report back if it's not, and then we'll.
Oh, you know what? I did also remember when we did the speed test and my app was like 17 or some, my laptop was like 7 something. I did do it and got it to work on my desktop, and it was 308.13 down and upload 344.32.
Mhm.
That's pretty good, right?
That's great.
Yeah.
That's Ethernet though, right?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So it's Ethernet. And so when I'm sitting in the living room with my laptop, sometimes it even goes that there's no internet, you know, so,
Where's the router?
the router's right up on the desk next to the desktop, but it's also plugged into it. It's
Mhm.
Ethernet. And when I'm on my laptop, just right across the room from it, now I haven't done a test of that, but I don't usually get a no internet sign from there.
Are you
Anyway,
trying to connect to the 5G or the 2G Wi-Fi?
I don't know.
Oh, that may be why your laptop is not connecting.
Because it's a higher whatever.
It's
than
trying
the-
to connect to 5G and for some reason you're too far or you're not in direct line of sight or 5G is
Yeah.
very quirky.
Okay,
And most routers have dual speeds now and you can choose which one you want when you connect to your.
oh, really? Okay, I'll have to check into that, because I know mine has two, at least it did say it had two speeds. And I
Yeah.
thought it just automatically went to the speed that the device needed. No, that's not.
No, when you sign into your when you originally signed into your Wi-Fi
Okay,
from your laptop, you should have chosen which one you wanted it to sign into.
okay.
And
Stephen, what was your
Yeah.
question? What was your question again?
my
What
question, oh,
what-
which Wi-Fi network did Nancy connect to on her laptop? Most routers these days are putting out a 2G signal and a 5G signal, but the 5G signal is very temperamental. And your laptop has to be set up to use it as well.
If you can answer that, you should go on Jeopardy.
Yeah, but I don't know anything about Greek mythology
Okay.
Yeah.
or opera. I'd probably get both categories.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Chuck, you had questions too?
Yeah. Good luck with it. Let me share my screen.
Yeah. If you can't get it, I'm scared.
Oh my gosh.
How do you stay organized? I would go insane.
I don't know. My wife,
Well, he's got the blue area
yeah,
and the white area.
I try to clean it up every once in a while, but my wife keeps adding things to it and it's a mess. All right, my question is, I have Pages on this computer. I've had it for a long time. I've used it and everything, but now when I click on it to open it, it takes me to this box.
Mhm.
Okay, and I have to get down here and look for the Pages icon, which is there, and it's grayed out.
Mhm.
Are you trying to open a document or just to get a new document?
I'd like to get a new document because if I can, it'll tend to probably solve the other problem that I need to talk to you about.
Right. So I've had this always with Pages. This has been something that's always happened to me with Pages. And there's a new document under the sidebar that you just click on. It's on the darker gray tab farther down your mouse. Oh, that's my mouse. No, that's your mouse. Yeah, new document. And then it opens a new Pages document. And then you can choose either a blank one or an actual template.
Why is the Pages app thing grayed out?
Because you have Pages open maybe, and it's looking for a document, like if you wanted to
Why would
Open
you
up,
do that to your Westie?
This is my first Westie, but
Oh, it's not wearing a hat, is it?
yeah, he is. It's his birthday.
Oh, geez.
What you do on your birthday?
And he just finished his birthday cupcake.
He looks happy.
It was
Yeah,
a nice
man.
photo of you and Bev with him at the blessing of the animals.
Yeah, not this one, the other one, Scooby.
Oh, that's the other one?
Yeah, this is the first one, Cody.
For some
But
reason,
I
I
just
thought you had
grabbed that
one.
picture because I wanted to see, let me try one other thing. No, oh, there's his cupcake, but it didn't do what I was hoping it would do. If I go to Word now,
Mhm,
okay, and I bring in a picture,
mhm.
I get this blue box around it.
Mm-hmm.
And as you can see, kind of like when the pictures here, part of it turns blue, or the part that's overlapping the
Yeah.
first picture, it turns blue. And I don't understand why. I don't know how to get rid of it.
Yeah, you have to reformat the page or the photos if you want them not to overlap on each other, because Word is stupid.
Well, yeah.
Well, Word is not a page formatter. Word is a Word word
Yeah.
processor.
This
It's
is
not
why I
great
was
for
hoping,
images.
this is why I asked you about Pages, because it is a publication document, pretty much. And as you can see, if I get 2 or 3 pictures here, I can move them around however I want and size them, and they don't turn blue.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad that we could solve the Pages problem, because now the Word document part is kind of moot. But the
What
funny
you need
part,
to do is actually change the formatting of the photo, and you can see that in the format picture or section. Actually, is it there?
well,
Oh, yeah, it's the third. There's like icons. There's 4 icons. It's the third one. Yeah. Oh, that's a text box. Click
yeah.
the photo icon.
See, when I used to right click on it, I could go to format picture
Yeah,
and I would get a box on
a
the
box, and you could do the
yeah,
overlap or the.
exactly. Now
Yeah.
I don't know where that is.
It used to be at one point, if you hit the layout tab across the blue top section,
Yeah.
click layout. And
Then you can just push it down, right?
bring forward, bring backwards, align. No, that's not right. Text wrap, that's it. Text wrap,
Ah, yes.
bring to front, or yeah, tight. Yeah, they don't make it easier.
No, it used to be very simple.
It used to be easier.
Yeah. But now you see I've got this blue box problem that I don't know what to do with.
I think it will go away once you.
Well, it doesn't affect anything when you're printing, but when you're
Right.
looking at it, you can see a blue cast on the picture
Uh-huh.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
rather than a white dog like you see here.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
if I move it back up on there, he becomes a blue dog or a bluish colored dog.
Yeah.
And if you click, like, does it not have that highlighted any? Just click in the like white section, like of the page.
Yeah.
It's not like it's like highlighted. That's.
Oh, is the blue one a text box?
No, the blue one comes along when you bring another picture in.
Yeah, but did you see the blue one had a paragraph return thing in it? Like it looks like it was a text.
I
It
bring
looks-
another picture in.
I think it's trying to bring it in over top of the image. Can you delete all 3 of them for a sec?
Sure. I've got 2 blue boxes left.
Okay, that's, all right, click on that and delete it. Can't you?
No, he
Yeah.
You
can't.
can't.
Can you open a new document? Okay. And drag one photo in.
But why is there that? Oh, it's coming
And
out
now,
live?
And now drag it in, but drag it in not on top of the picture, but where the cursor is. You can't see the cursor anymore, but
But you've got that picture highlighted there.
yeah, when you highlight the image, that's when it goes blue. But if you, I think, highlight it and
So
it's gonna
Yeah,
misbehave
unhighlight
now.
that.
When you bring the second picture in, you get a blue box around the one that's already there.
Can I remote into your computer? Because I don't think you understand.
Yeah, go ahead.
Chuck, when you,
Whatever
Chuck,
you
when
need
you
to
brought
do.
the second picture in, the first picture was still highlighted.
Yeah.
It had the little things around it. Can you get out of unhighlight? Can you unhighlight the first picture before you bring in the second picture? Know what I'm saying?
I just.
Yeah.
Can I do it?
See, it automatically went blue.
Nope. That's not what I want.
Yep.
Yeah.
And now it won't go away because even if you didn't bring a picture in, you tried and the blue box showed up.
That's weird. But
That makes
did you
no
see
sense.
when you went to a whole new open a new document? Did you see
Yeah.
that there was the paragraph sign there? See that it's there already?
Well,
Can you
that's
get rid of-
automatic. That's automatic. It's a Word document. It's expecting you to put text in.
Okay, here I go. Oh,
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting.
Can somebody mute me? Because I can't seem to mute myself.
I'm just curious.
I think I tried that too, Lynn. I know what you're trying to do.
It worked though.
You're right, it did. No, it didn't.
I also wonder, I don't want to do it this way.
I know. It used to be so easy. And this isn't even the newest version of Word. So dear knows what they've done in the meantime.
I wonder what I do on a cat picture. Well, look at that.
That didn't cause problems. I don't know. It's somehow making it so that it's like highlighting that specific photo when it drags it in.
But if you,
Yeah, I don't-
when you did the line returns all the way down below the picture,
Mhm.
well, see, there it is again.
Yeah, but it goes away when you enter it though.
Fortunately, I think we can use Pages now and not have to deal with this issue.
Yeah.
Now I just have to teach Bev how to use Pages again.
You use that on,
Well, why are you even putting pictures in a Word or Pages document is what I want to know.
It's for our Christmas newsletter.
Oh, okay.
You want me to send
What
it?
about InDesign? Why don't you use InDesign?
Does it cost
That-
$700?
No, he has it on his
I have
computer. Don't you see it there?
Oh, I didn't know. Did I see it? No, I couldn't.
That would be
see
a
it. I'm
major
sorry.
training session for Bev if I did that.
How about you do the Christmas letter?
Oh, no, no.
are you gonna send it to all of us? I'm serious.
I'll send you a digital version of it.
Okay.
The other one is her Thanksgiving afternoon work to put them in our Christmas cards.
It's so funny. Yeah. My
All right,
mom
well-
like avoids my mom does not want to participate in the Christmas letter at all. It's so funny. Different dynamics.
Yeah, well, don't spend any more time on this one.
It's
No,
bizarre.
like I say, we'll just use Pages and I can
Pages
import the text
easier.
into Pages in a text box. and I can import the pictures in on the next page, and it's all set to go, and I don't have to worry about Word.
Mhm.
Thank
Word
goodness.
is evil.
Yeah.
I think
All
Word's all I have.
That's what I use too, of course.
Don't
Well,
you use Word Perfect, Dan?
I use word imperfect. No, yes.
I thought you, yeah, Judy.
Can I just ask a question for which I should know the answer, but this should be a quick. When I am typing in passwords,
Mhm.
and like this is what happened. I was trying to get onto Realm to find somebody's address. I typed in the password and what comes up are all the little black dots.
Mhm.
And it says wrong password. Well, I don't know if I've made a mistake or not. So I type it in again and all what comes up are the little black dots. Isn't there something that I can press that shows me what I'm typing so I know if it's my fat fingers or?
Some
Not
websites allow
all
you
the
to do
time.
that. Some websites allow you to do that, others don't.
Don't. Because what I ended up doing is I tried what I had in my book 3 times that came up wrong password, wrong password. So then finally I clicked on the, change password and I put in the same one that I had in my book. And now it's considered change and it's okay. But it was like, really, that's the one I did. That's the one that worked. Then all of a sudden it wasn't working. And
You
I
have to
don't
be
think
careful that you don't have caps lock on.
no, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
I tried hard. No, I don't think I did. I don't know what it was. But anyway, I just thought there was always something that you could click on that would show you. So there isn't. Huh?
No.
It depends on the website. It looks like Realm does not have that as an option, which they should, because they make you do all kinds of hoops with your password with like a certain number of upper and lowercase and numbers.
Oh,
And
yeah. It was like 8 had to be uppercase, lowercase, had to have a number in there, had to have a symbol in there, which is what I had in the one that I had written in the book. Thank you. I just, the question was, is there something on my keyboard or something somewhere that I can always click on? So the answer is no.
if you use
Well,
a
there should
password,
be.
if you use a password manager, I don't know if you've been in.
No, I just have a little black, address book that's got all my passwords.
Password managers will show you what the password is you have saved.
Okay.
So if you decide to do that ever, you can see what you have written and compare it to your little black book.
Is it just phones that will show the letter quickly and then take it away when you type it in? Because my phone does that, like I type A and I see an A and then it goes away. And so if I'm looking closely, I can see if I type the right letter. But that's just your phones. Okay.
Just on the phone.
Yeah, that's a function of your phone.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry I wasn't able to mute myself before that phone call, but I went over there and it didn't, nobody said anything at the end of the call, it said leave a message and whatever, and they didn't say anything. And there was like a 2-second delay and then a voice said, sorry, you did not reveal yourself to be human. I've never heard that before, but apparently whatever answered did that. I don't know.
That's funny.
Can I take a turn?
Of course, Dan.
Sure.
Okay. First of all, that password thing, I called you at 10:02 because I tried to get on and it wanted a password. If I never see another password in my life, I will be just fine. It let me on. Is there a password to get on here?
There was at the times that Stephen hosted. I don't
Why did
think
it ask me for
currently,
that? It just tries to confuse me. Why did it ask me for
just to drive you insane, Dan.
it?
Mhm.
Well,
To give you a question to ask us today.
it did. Okay, well, good. Why I don't need those questions. I got plenty. Okay, the other thing I was going to tell you, this is point of information. If I'm not on, it's not lack of interest. I want to let you know so you could pray. I'm not feeling well.
I'm
So,
sorry, Dan.
I'm having some MS problems and it's getting me. So
I'm sorry, Dan.
I can't, I cannot sleep, and I can't walk. My nose runs and my feet don't. I'm just having some real problems. So if I'm not here, I've seen doctors, again, most of them online. But anyhow, I want to let you know, because I haven't been feeling well. I turned the big 7-0, those birthdays with zeros on the end. I used them really as accomplishment, but this one, that, and I've had MS 45 years now, and it's starting to get to me. So just so you know, this group is important to me, and you are. So I just want you to know that. So the last thing functionally is when I think of the things we do, it seems to me that security these days is probably one of the most important thing we do. And Lynn, you've been very good in going through things in the past. Sometime I think I would like people to share what they're using in terms of security, and if they're satisfied with it, if it's good. It's going to make a difference if it's like a regressive desktop non-Apple person like me versus some of you that are of a higher form of life, but it's going to make a difference who it is you're talking about here. But I think I would like to go through some of those, like I use Norton now and so on. But so sometime that could be some of it you've done before, Lynn, so just bring some of those out again. But that's just a thought. And see, I'm done now. So
Never done, Dan. Never done.
thank you for listening.
I'm sorry you're having trouble at home with medical stuff. MS is a nasty disease. It's hard to watch. But, so let me know if there's anything I can do.
One thing is I got tired. You only see the top of my head. When I'm online, I'm still 6 foot tall. I'm about 5'2" when I'm online. So I put a pencil box under the back. I'm still not. So next time I'm going to do something so I'm 6 foot again next time you see me. But
well, it's lovely to see any part of your head.
best.
Yeah.
We saw his whole face for a little while last night.
Oh, wow. Gathering of men.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know how that happened, but he made sure it didn't last very long.
It was my pencil box that, I have a box of wooden pencils. This is my view of technology. So I lifted up and I stuck it under, but it became disengaged. So I'll have to engage it again. So
yeah.
See, I know technology. So.
I'm on Dan's technology level, right with you, Dan.
We should form a support group.
There you go.
I thought this was the support group.
Yeah, exactly.
But yes, there's a lot of different security things that you can go into, right? There's the antivirus software. There's phishing and those kind of internet type spam
coming
filters.
on like Aura. Have you heard of Aura?
I've heard of Aura. I don't know much about it.
Yeah, things keep coming on TV and so on. You see them.
Yeah, then you have malware and you've got all kinds of password managers and things like that. So there's a lot of different aspects of security. And it's never done and none of them are perfect. So you do your best to do what you can. But Norton's a good first step. I don't know if others want to talk about what they have or not, but
I'm sure you've heard me say I use Avast before. I use their password manager and their VPN.
Mhm.
And they also have a driver updater, which is handy.
That's handy.
And
This
a
is,
piece
this
of cleanup software as well.
this is Avast.
Avast, A-V-A-S-T.
Do you use that on desktop?
I use that on my desktop and my laptop, and the virus protection is also on my phone.
How would that compare to my Norton?
I don't know. It's got almost 500 million users that are very happy, but most of them are in Europe because the company is headquartered in the Czech Republic.
What? Okay.
Very highly regarded
Well,
around the
there-
world.
There's a lot of happy Americans that use Norton, so,
Yep.
right?
When I got my computer last November, so it came with something called WebRoot, and that's all I have. Now, I have a feeling that was free, with web. I have a feeling I'm going to get some kind of a notification about renewing it any day now. So is that one that's worth renewing, or would you recommend switching to Avast?
I'm not going to say switch to Avast because I got that recommendation several years ago from a friend, and there may be better software out there now. I just am happy, so I don't go looking. There are many websites dedicated to ranking security packages, and it has a lot to do with how secure you want to be and how much money you're willing to spend to do that. Avast, I feel, is a reasonable price for the amount of security I get.
How much is it?
It's hard to say because
Yeah,
I'm getting courted for renewing. So I don't know what their new price is. I know what price they're offering me. I would say the VPN, what do they call it? Avast Ultimate probably runs around $90 a year.
Did you tell him you're from Czechoslovakia? Probably.
No,
Okay.
but when I do my internet work, I hide and say I'm in New York.
Oh. What's what is that? It starts with M.
McAfee?
Yeah, I had that too, I believe. Now what about if you have two?
They fight each other and it's a bad thing.
Mhm.
See?
A lot of times they won't let you install one without removing the other.
Why can't they get along? So,
Because
okay,
it's a PC.
well,
Because they think that each other is malware, right?
okay,
Essentially.
okay. So I should get rid, if one time I should get rid of one of those. It
Yeah.
just happened. I don't know why I have two, but
They also tend to fight a little with Windows Defender if you have Windows Defender on your machine.
I
If you
do.
have it active. Because that's
Yeah,
the
Windows
default.
came with my new.
Yeah, that's the default Microsoft security package. Is called Windows Defender.
So far, so good with mine, and I don't pay anything for it. It came with the laptop, so
Yep.
Mhm.
I've had it 3 or 4 years, maybe more. Yeah. It's just the cell phones that die on me, but
Is it
You
still
must have a
behaving? okay?
magnetic aura that they don't tolerate well or something.
Yeah.
well, I'm out.
it also came with, I don't know how to pronounce it, Office Libra.
Oh,
Which
LibreOffice?
yeah,
Yeah. It's
I've been using that. I do a Christmas letter too, and believe me, I am very, very, very low tech, but with lots of practice and trial and error, I managed to do that with pictures and words, and it's working fine. It doesn't cost me anything. So I
Yeah.
always go for the free things and try them out first. And I just don't like to pay for things I don't need to.
I've been using LibreOffice for years because I refuse to spend the money on a subscription to Office when I can get it for free and output their documents. If you need to do a Word document for somebody, you can.
You just save it as a word.
Yep.
So the people in my support group are cheap, right?
Frugal.
Frugal, that's
Okay,
right.
okay.
You just use it.
I come by it honestly. I'm of Scottish heritage.
So am I, very much so. My parents kept reminding me how they went through the Depression and, reuse everything. My mom used to save odd shoelaces if one broke, because she could make a candle out of it. That would be the wick. So and she'd use old candles to wax her cross-country skis.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yes, you could say I'm frugal.
Yep, it's not a bad thing.
Nope.
Okay. Did that help at all?
Thank you. Thank you all.
Do what we can.
It'll get easier, right?
Yeah. Any other things you'd like to talk about?
I can save it for next week, but remember, I was just going to see if I've managed to do a backup from my new phone.
Hmm.
If it would take just a couple minutes, fine. Otherwise, let's just wait till next week.
We can look at that. Yeah. It should be under your settings again, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Stephen?
I just plug mine into my computer and tell it to back it up.
Okay. So I'm there under accounts and backup.
Mhm.
And so I see where it says backup data.
Mhm. Does
Just
it have a
click on
date?
that. What?
Does it have a date of when it last backed up? Our
Let me click on.
Max tell us like backup now, last backup October 31st or whatever it is.
No, it's just giving me a list of things I could back up. It doesn't give me a date.
Hmm.
It could auto backup while roaming, which sounds good. Should I turn that on?
That
no?
means it's going to auto do it whenever you're on their thing. It seems kind
But
of
at the bottom, it says backup now.
yeah.
So
It's
I
good
just
to have it on automatic backup, but roaming seems odd to me.
really should I take that back off then?
Yeah, I would turn that off.
Okay. Everything else is on: call logs, messages, contacts saved on phone, calendar, clock, settings, home screen, and apps. Oh, under app it says last backed up yesterday.
There you go.
Okay, it does give times. Oh, so it's working.
Yay.
Oh, thank you. Now I can sleep a little bit.
Yay.
Thank you. I never noticed that before, that if I look carefully, it's very small. I can see it. Thank you. Solved my problem for today. I'm just afraid to turn this phone off now. What if I just left it on? Just let it go to sleep.
And just keep recharging it.
Huh?
And then just keep recharging
And
it.
just charge it in the morning. It doesn't go down much. It's got a pretty good battery.
Speaking of batteries, my son is an electrical engineering graduate, stepson, Corey, and he has told me more than once that a battery works at its optimum capabilities if you recharge it when it gets down to around 30%. So
Wow.
think about that when you're looking at whether or not to recharge your phone. I've been following that, and I'll see if it extends the life of this battery any. as time goes on, but it worked pretty well for my phone, 2 phones before this.
Mhm.
Okay, so that brings up another question. My phone that died before this, when I talked to a tech guy from Staples and he was looking up things about it before I talked to you, he said, yeah, yours, the back doesn't come off. Or
Right.
they've made it so you can't do it. So how would I ever replace the battery if the back doesn't come off?
A highly skilled person could replace it, but it was definitely designed not to be replaced by the consumer. Again, planned obsolescence.
And does it lessen the life of the battery if I'm recharging it every morning and I take it out as soon as it's full? I unplug it as soon as it's full.
Unplugging it as soon as it's full is good. Recharging it every morning and not letting it drain is not so good.
Right?
You
I never
should-
let it go down as low as you said.
Huh?
It's to 80 and I get nervous.
Yeah, 80 is too soon.
I always charge overnight while I have a sleep app running. But I think it's whatever's best for you. I've never had a issue where the battery drastically drains. Granted, I update my phone fairly regularly, more than most.
Try that. Thank you.
But I know the 20 to 30% rule. I heard that 20 years ago.
And even with the new battery technology, it's still true.
Yeah, and I heard that in the last 5 years, it wasn't as true as it was, but it's interesting that he says that it's the thing.
Theoretically, if I did that, if I let it drain down more and then just recharged it when it really needed to be recharged, would the battery last as long as I want to keep the phone?
It should. It should last longer than it would if you kept recharging it at 80%.
Well, this is very helpful. Thank you.
Good. Glad we can be helpful.
Trying to move my pencil box. I'll do it later.
And I have to go now, so have a good week, everybody. I'll see you next.
Thanks, you too.
You too.
Yeah.
Bless
Any-
you all.
Any other last minute things?
Next time you see me, I'll
happened
be
to
6 foot
Apple?
tall.
Okay. Sounds
Okay.
good.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye, guys. Have a good week.
Yep.
Mhm.